I've been seeing a lot of chatter online lately about the dangers of marrying too young. This is my response and advice, if you'd like to listen. This is all just my opinion, nothing more, nothing less, but I speak from experience. I'm 68 years old, married the first time at 30, divorced 5 years later, the second time at 38, and I'm still happily married. That's 30 years. I don't think age matters too much. Well, within reason. You don't want to get married when you're 15. Maturity is what matters. Marrying the right person, but most importantly, being the right person and being right together, and realizing that no marriage is going to be perfect all the time. That really matters. You'll always have differences. It's how you deal with those differences that counts. Being aware of differences and being aware of mental illnesses, both in yourself and in your potential spouse, is extremely important. Be aware of the trauma that you're both been through. As this can trigger mental illnesses or at the minimum emotional ups and downs, shall we say. How you deal with these mental illnesses or just the emotional ups and downs, we all have them, is extremely important. Do you have the emotional maturity to deal with a spouse who has a mental illness? And this is why it's very important to know beforehand. Are you humble enough to seek help if you need it yourself? Another thing to consider is that you're not just marrying an individual, you're marrying into a family. You need to be able to get on with your in-laws. If you don't, you could have big problems. Another thing to consider are cultural differences. I'm not just talking about different countries, people from different countries, I'm talking about different families. We have different cultures in individual families. You can, however, minimise cultural differences that you will have by at least marrying someone from the same country. I'm not saying that marriages to people from other countries don't work. Obviously, in some situations they do. But I'm talking about minimising the risk of having a failed marriage. One more piece of advice. Don't marry someone to help them or thinking that you will change them, because you most likely won't. You just need to fully accept them as they are. Think about this. Do you love the person enough to get through all the problems that you will have? If you have studied the situation sufficiently and you feel you think it's right pragmatically, then pray about it, seeking divine confirmation. Summing all this up, be aware, be prepared, be humble, but also assertive when needed. Be pragmatic, but also be spiritual. And remember, it's much easier to break off an engagement than it is to get a divorce. Separation and then divorce is one of the most traumatic things you could ever go through. Avoid it at all costs. It is a life-changing experience and not necessarily in a good way. Oh, you will learn from it. There are other less damaging ways to learn lessons in life than going through a divorce, believe me. Thanks for your time. Thanks for listening. I might have some more advice coming. We'll see.